Well, a couple weeks ago I put together a video when we crossed the 100 video mark. And as part of that video, I acknowledged a number of items and gifts that were sent our way. And one of them was this book called The Wheelwright Shop. And I offered this book as a giveaway, and I said I would do it for a week or so. Well, now it's been about 2 weeks. And so what I'm going to do today is draw the names out of the hat. We ended up with, I think it was 180 entries into this drawing. So I will draw the name out of the hat and get this book on its way. And also, I went through a number of items that were sent to us here at the shop. And I need to apologize because I omitted one. And not to find excuse or to make excuse, but we had taken these items home and we were instructed to share them with our daughter Janelle. Well, we had done so they were kind of out of sight, out of mind, and as we were going, Diane and I were going through our memory, making sure we were catching everybody. This one we missed. And this was a set of carvings sent to us by Billy Watts. And I want to show you, I have 2 of them here. Billy actually made 6 of these items, and we were instructed, Diane was to take what she wanted and send the remainder to Janelle, which we've done. So we had Janelle send some pictures of these turnings, these carvings, they're little hanging ornaments that she has now in Texas. And I have a couple here that I want to show you close up, just the detail and intricacy of the turnings of these. Well, these were the little ornaments that Billy Watts sent our way, he had made, and they're made to hang. But just look at the detail here of the turnings. These are the 2 that Diane, my wife, chose to keep. See how fine a work that is? Well, these 2 she decided to keep. And then these are the 4 that Janelle sent pictures of that she kept. So she sent these pictures up. So these 6 turnings were a gift that were sent to us by Billy Watts. So I just want to apologize for that omission to you, Billy. And we appreciate them. I know Diane really likes them, and Janelle does too. But that was one of the items that I failed to include in that 100th video. So thanks, Billy. And you remember I mentioned that there was a bracelet being made by Chris Harris in Australia. Well, in the meantime, that bracelet has shown up. And I want to show you that bracelet close up before we send it to Janelle. So this is the bracelet that Mr. Chris Harris made. He smelts down silver, turns it into this wire, and you can just see the intricate detail that went into making this bracelet. It's almost like chainmail. Isn't that something? So we're going to get this sent off. It might possibly be that our daughter Janelle will be home in about a month. Maybe we'll just wait to give it to her when she gets home. So I thought you might appreciate seeing the intricacy of these 2 items, the fine detail turning from Billy Watts and the jewelry making skills of Chris Harris. And it's a baffle to us how much skill is out there that's being shared with us, and we appreciate it. And you remember also that I went through kind of a list of tools that I had made by Makita, and this Don Metz had sent up some items. Well, in the meantime, you remember back a few videos that I was showing blowing off the shop here with an air hose? And I had a number of comments that said, you know, what you need is a leaf blower. And I've never had a leaf blower. And actually I have a lot of air here in the shop. I have 2 80-gallon compressors. It runs at 175 pounds pressure. I have a lot of air. And the air hose is easy for me to manipulate, you know, my shoulders and getting a little older, what all. So I kind of dismissed those comments a little bit. You need a leaf blower. Well, Don Metz, he emailed back and he says, I think I've got something that will solve your shop cleaning problem. Well, guess what he sent? A leaf blower. And by Makita. And like I say, I've never had one, and I opened the box and well, you know, yeah, a leaf blower. But here's somebody that actually puts their money where their mouth is, you know, that saying goes. So anyway, it says a cordless, and maybe all of them are. I've never had a leaf blower before. But I charged the batteries, turned it on, and I mean to tell you, this shop was full of dust fast. And it was a teaching moment for me. My 175 pounds of air pressure through a hose does not compare to volumes of air. So this is the leaf blower that Don Metz sent up. Now I haven't had a whole lot of time to try it for real. Actually, the wind hasn't been right. But it's got this extension, and I guess a lot of you folks are familiar with leaf blowers. I'm not. I'm kind of new to the game. But I'm impressed how much volume of air this puts out. So when the time comes and the wind is right and I can open up my doors, I'm going to give this a good test. I'm kind of curious to see how it works, but just first feel, I think it's going to be pretty slick. So all of you that suggested that I get a leaf blower, you guys are spot on, and you're teaching me something new, so I appreciate that. Well, next I'm going to go ahead and draw the names out of the hat. I've got some names here, and Diane, she took all these names as we got the emails and addresses, and she put them into an Excel format and typed all the names in. So then I went and we printed them out, and I cut up all these names. Like I say, there was 180 names that were submitted for this drawing. So I'm going to take and just draw a name out of this hat. Diane isn't here to do it, so I'm going to do it on her behalf. Just make sure these are all mixed up. You know, I hate to always just have to draw one. I wish I could draw them all, but maybe that's just how it goes, I guess. So here it goes. I'm going to just draw one out of here. Make sure they're all in there, and what it is, what it is. So this one is going to Paul McLaughlin. Paul McLaughlin. I just have your name here, so I don't know where you're at, Paul, but I will look you up. We've got all these names and your addresses and emails all on file. We'll look up your address. Maybe, I guess you'll know, we'll send you maybe an email too. But this is going to Paul McLaughlin. So thank you to all who put your name in the hat. And we'll do this again. Again, this is for the book called The Wheelwright Shop. We'll get it on its way. So appreciate you watching. This is just a quick little video just to kind of wind up that and to say thanks again. We appreciate you being a part of what goes on here at Engels Coach, and we'll keep it going. Thanks for watching.